Lewis Hamilton is a name known across the globe for his incredible achievements on the Formula One circuit. While there are still plenty of things he hasn't done yet, buying luxurious supercars isn't one of them. In fact, he owns one of the most expensive vehicles out there, the Mercedes-AMG 1, priced at a staggering $2.72 million. As the current star driver for Mercedes, it's no surprise that he got his hands on this rare car. Given his driving skills, it's hard to imagine him ever breaking the speed limit, though with this beauty, the temptation must be there. The Mercedes-AMG 1 stands out because it's a Formula One inspired road car. With over 1,000 horsepower, this hybrid vehicle can hit speeds of more than 350 kilometers per hour. The car's design is heavily influenced by F1 racers, featuring open vents that maximize aerodynamic efficiency. Only 275 of these cars were ever produced, and every single one was sold before production even began. Of course, Mercedes made sure their top racer, Hamilton, was able to secure one. In fact, he even appeared in a commercial for the AMG 1, further connecting his fame to this high-performance car. Pagani Zonda Z60LH. If you're a sports star like Roger Federer, you might have a tennis racket named after you. If you're Barry Bonds, perhaps it's a baseball bat. But if you're Lewis Hamilton, you're getting an entire supercar model in your honor. That's precisely what happened with the Pagani Zonda Z60LH, where LH stands for Lewis Hamilton. This car is among the rarest in Hamilton's collection, with only 140 ever produced. Despite its exclusivity and its $2.6 million price tag, Hamilton has admitted that he's not a huge fan of it. He once said it drives poorly, a bold statement considering his job is to handle some of the best engineered vehicles in the world. But when you're used to driving Formula One cars, your standards are very high. Despite owning the Zonda, Hamilton has mentioned that he doesn't drive many of his expensive cars anymore, leaving them as extravagant pieces of garage decor. Still, with his initials on it, the Zonda 760LH is undoubtedly a valuable piece of his collection. But here's something that might shock you. Lewis Hamilton isn't just a record-breaking Formula One driver, he's also an incredibly talented musician. In fact, many don't know that Hamilton almost pursued music as a full-time career. Under a secret alias, he recorded an entire album that remains unreleased to this day. That's not all. He even collaborated with big-name artists like Christina Aguilera and worked with top-tier producers in the music industry. His love for music goes beyond just being a hobby. Hamilton plays multiple instruments, including the guitar and piano, and he's known to spend hours in the studio writing and producing songs. At one point, he was seriously considering launching his music career after a few difficult seasons in F1. His passion for music is so strong that he's admitted if things had gone differently on the track, we might have known him more for his voice than his driving skills. Even though he hasn't released any solo projects, there are rumors that Hamilton has contributed to several chart-topping songs behind the scenes. With his perfectionist nature, it wouldn't be surprising if we see him hit the stage one day, proving that his talents stretch far beyond racing. Now, moving on to his Ferrari collection. While Lewis Hamilton races for Mercedes, he doesn't shy away from owning cars made by other brands. He's got a soft spot for Ferraris, and some of the most expensive Ferraris in his collection include the LaFerrari Aperta, Ferrari 599 SA Aperta, and the Ferrari LaFerrari. The LaFerrari Aperta, one of the rarest Ferraris, features a 6.3-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine that produces 950 horsepower. Its limited production run of just 499 models makes it a highly sought-after vehicle. One LaFerrari Aperta even sold at auction for a whopping $10 million, though Hamilton's was reportedly bought at a more reasonable $2.2 million. Hamilton also owns the Ferrari 599 SA Aperta, an even rarer model with only 80 ever produced. This car was created to mark Ferrari's collaboration with design firm Pininfarina for its 80th anniversary. Despite being rarer than the LaFerrari Aperta, Hamilton's 599 SA Aperta cost him $1.7 million. This particular Ferrari sits lower to the ground and has an extremely aerodynamic design, making it stand out even more. Lastly, There's the Ferrari LaFerrari, the original model from 2013. While this one isn't quite as pricey as the Aperta, it still cost Hamilton $1.4 million. Known for its sleek design and cutting-edge technology, the LaFerrari is a marvel of engineering. Even though Hamilton mainly sticks to his Mercedes for daily driving, it wouldn't be shocking to see him occasionally take one of his Ferraris out for a spin, perhaps in disguise to avoid recognition. Classic cars, Shelby Cobras. In addition to his modern supercars, Hamilton also appreciates classic vehicles. Among them are two rare Ford Shelby Cobras. His first is a 1966 model with a sleek black finish, which looks brand new despite its age. Hamilton spent $2.1 million on this car, but its value could rise dramatically. One just like it recently sold at auction for $5.5 million. Hamilton also owns a replica of the 1967 Shelby Mustang GT500, another classic vehicle, though it came at a more affordable $1.1 million. It's remarkable how a single year can make such a big difference in price, but both cars holds a special place in Hamilton's collection of rare and valuable vehicles. McLaren P1. Before joining Mercedes, Hamilton raced for McLaren from 2007 to 2012. Despite switching teams, his love for McLaren hasn't faded. One of his favorite cars is the McLaren P1, which is considered a successor to the famous McLaren F1. The P1 was designed with a focus on aerodynamic performance, and it clearly doesn't disappoint in that regard. Every inch of this car was meticulously crafted to achieve top-tier performance. Hamilton spent $1.2 million on this McLaren P1, which features a 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine capable of producing 903 horsepower. While it's one of his favorite cars, it's clear that his heart still lies with Mercedes, as his collection is filled with several of their models. More Mercedes. Beyond the AMG 1, Hamilton's car collection boasts several other Mercedes models, including the AMG G63 6x6, the Mercedes-Benz AMG GTR, and the Mercedes-Maybach S600. The Mercedes-AMG G63 6x6 is a six-wheel truck, highly efficient in off-road conditions. It was initially developed for the Australian military in 2007, but has since become a luxury collector's item. Hamilton paid $615,000 for this rugged vehicle, which stands out from the rest of his collection due to its unique design. The Mercedes-Benz AMG GTR, on the other hand, is more of a typical high-performance car. It cost Hamilton $162,000, which is relatively modest compared to his other vehicles. Still, with a 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, it's no slouch in terms of power. Finally, there's the Mercedes-Maybach S600, a luxurious sedan with a 6-liter twin-turbo V12 engine. This car cost Hamilton $173,000, and its blend of performance and luxury make it a staple in his collection. Lewis Hamilton isn't just a racing legend, he's also an avid car collector with a taste for high-performance vehicles. From his beloved Mercedes to rare Ferraris and classic Shelby Cobras, his garage is filled with some of the world's most impressive and expensive cars. Whether it's the Formula 1-inspired AMG 1 or the rare Pagani Zonda 760LH, each vehicle in his collection reflects his status as one of the greatest racers of all time. Out of all the incredible cars in Lewis Hamilton's collection, which one would you choose to drive if given the chance? Let us know your pick in the comments below, and don't forget to tell us why. And that concludes our video showcasing the world of luxury. If you enjoyed this content, please show your support by giving us a thumbs up. We appreciate you tuning in, and we look forward to having you join us in our upcoming videos.